So, Phoebe, you a big musical theatre stan?
I am, yes. I do like the musicals a lot.
But would you say you know obscure musicals?
I actually wouldn't say I do. I know, like, the basic musicals, like, ones that most people have already heard of. But when it comes to obscure musicals, I don't really know them as much. So...
We have a little game today. Each player picks a couple of musicals that are obscure enough that they think the other person will have not heard of. Player 1 then gives player 2 this title, a few character names and a vague location, and then they have to give a detailed plot description, and hilarity ensues.
Okay, the first musical I've got is called Evening Primrose.
Can I have a main character's name? That might help me a little bit.
The two main characters are called Charles and Ella.
Is this English, American?
I think probably American, like going by the composer.
So, Ella is a small town girl living in a lonely world.
We love the Glee reference.
But she doesn't take that midnight train. No. She's stuck here. She's stuck in a small town called Primrose. And it is upsetting. She keeps telling her mother, who she's stuck looking after, oh damn, I want to get out of this Primrose. But her mother's like, no, you gotta take care of me, sis. That's what you've got to do. But then, when Ella's doing her shopping in Walmart, a handsome man walks in.
Oh.
This is Charles. He is not from Primrose. And Charles is like, yo, babe, you the prettiest girl in Primrose. Let's go see the stars. And this is where they start their long relationship together. But turns out that Charles is a secret serial killer.
Oh my god, what a twist.
And Ella slowly works this out and has to escape his grasp. Otherwise, this will be her last evening in Primrose.
Oh my god. Amazing. The main setting of this musical is in a department store.
Oh, okay. Well, I did say Walmart.
The lyrics and music are by someone which I think you'll recognise, actually.
What's her name?
Stephen Sondheim.
Oh my god, this is a Sondheim show.
It's a Sondheim show, a very lesser known Sondheim show.
Wow.
So, Charles Snell is a poet, and he takes refuge from the world by hiding out in a department store after it closes. And when he's there, he finds a secret group of people who have lived in the store for years. So, the leader of the group, her name is Mrs. Monday, great name, permits Charles to stay after he convinces her that he's a poet. And Ella, who is 19, has lived in the store since she was separated from her mother at the age of 6. And Ella is unhappy and she wants to leave. So actually, as I'm reading this, you were kind of close.
Look at that. We've got parallels. We've got parallels.
What happens is, if someone tries to return to the outside world and risk revealing the group's existence, the dark men take them away, and another mannequin appears in the clothing department. So Ella finally decides to leave with Charles to the outside world, and then the store opens the next morning. Charles and Ella are now mannequins, dressed as a bride and a groom. That's it, that's the musical.
Sondheim, this is not your best work.
No, it's just a very strange sounding show.
Okay, this show is called Bubble Boy.
Bubble Boy? Oh my gosh. Can you give me some characters?
We have the Bubble Boy himself, who is called Jimmy. We have Jimmy's mother. We have Chloe. Then there's a lot of side characters. There's a lot of gangs. There's a lot of people, little individual people he might meet along his way. That might give you a little clue of what shows to come. Okay, I think I've given you like a fair set of characters, and it's American. I think that's what I'll give you for today.
Okay, I've got something. It's a bit silly, but we'll go with it. So, Jimmy, he goes to high school in America. He's a teenager, let's say 16. But Jimmy has an aspiration. His main aspiration is that he wants to work at Lush. And that's so. And because of this, he has developed a nickname called the Bubble Boy. I'm thinking sort of Dear Evan Hansen waving through a window. He's got a bit of an I Want song, and he's walking through the halls of the high school saying, I just want to get out of here. I just want to go and work in Lush.
On the outside, always looking in, will I ever feel the soap drawing in when I'm tapping on the bowl? I'm rubbing all the soap in.
Oh my god, that's great! Oh yeah, no, so he's singing about bath bombs and soap and lotion. And then there's all the kids around him just shoving him and saying, oh, you stupid Bubble Boy, why do you want to go and work in Lush? That's a girl's job. There's this one main gang that is also at the... Well, they're not at the high school, but they live in the same town as Jimmy. But Jimmy is not aware of this gang. But Chloe makes him aware of this gang because she walks past their main sort of gang hangout on her way to school every day. So, this gang is called the Bomb Club. While at first sounding very sinister and very illegal, it's not all that. They have the exact same aspiration as Jimmy.
Do they even have Lush in America? Do they have Lush in America?
Yeah, they do.
They do? Okay.
I'm 99% sure they do have Lush in America.
I will Google this later, and if there are Lushes in America, I'll put it on screen right now.
So this gang can smell all the sweet smells coming from Lush, and then they sort of do a group ensemble number in the gang with loads of harmonies. It's called I Can Smell the Soap. Yeah, they have the same aspiration, and Chloe overheard the Bomb Gang singing this tune, and she thinks, oh, that sounds beautiful, but that sounds a lot like my friend Jimmy. So she runs to Jimmy and the next day at school and says, I think you need to meet the Bomb Gang. And so he starts talking to the members of this gang, and they get along very, very well. And then I imagine them like tap dancing down to the local Lush, and then so their tap dancing creates a bit of a protest. So then the Lush employees are like, wait, I think they've got something to say. And then it's a bit like a very dramatic ballad of them all singing about their dreams of wanting to work in Lush. It's like, please choose me to work in Lush, or something like that. And then all the employees are like, oh my gosh, we should make their dreams come true. And then they all get employed at Lush, and then their dreams have come true, and that is the end.
Wow, that couldn't be any further than what Bubble Boy is actually about.
Oh,
okay, I love how you went, I'm going to make this weird. And I was like, yes, you're going to get it. And then you completely went in the opposite direction. So Bubble Boy is a teenager, yes, but he doesn't go to school. Jimmy was born with a rare condition. He could be killed by just one germ.
Oh my goodness.
So his mother, who's really clingy and touchy and doesn't want to get rid of him, wants him to stay. He must stay pure and clean. She decides the only thing to do to save him is to trap him in this massive bubble inside the house. And so he grows up, but then there's a girl next door, and her name is Chloe. Then Chloe starts coming round, and they start hanging out, and Jimmy's like, oh, I love Chloe so much. And even Chloe's going like, no, I'm not falling in love with Jimmy, but maybe I am falling in love with Jimmy. Okay? But then Chloe decides that she can't date someone in a bubble. So she goes out with this guy who has a rock band, and he's not very good. And they go to get married, and Chloe tells Jimmy this, and he's really upset, but he can't tell her that he loves her. And so she leaves, but she leaves the address. And he's like, this is a sign. Chloe wants me to come to the wedding and stop it from happening, but I'm stuck in this bubble. What can I do? So he builds a bubble suit, and he travels across America to Niagara Falls, where the wedding is taking place, and he meets loads of quirky characters along the way.
I was quite far away from the actual musical.
We have Lush and we have Bubble Boy. Wow, that was a video.
That was it. There we go.
But yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you liked it, please hit that like button, hit subscribe. I make great musical theatre content every week.
He does.
You can check out some of my previous videos on screen right now. But that's all the time I have for today. I'll hopefully see you next week. Bye.